One bedroom. Yeah, fair enough. One bedroom. If you only need one bedroom, why have more? It's more to clean, more to heat, more to hoover, more to all that stuff. Just going to briefly introduce over on YouTube. So hello YouTube, I'm Pete. I help people with aches, pains and injuries. I'm on TikTok at the moment as well. So if you've got any aches, pains or injuries, leave them in the comments. If you watch this for some reason, I don't know why, you might watch this in the future and not at 9:41 on a Saturday morning. Then who knows what's going to happen. This might be helpful. It might just be me waffling around. So watch it on double speed or quadruple speed if you've got that option. All right. So my kids are nowhere near getting families of their own yet. They're 9. What are they? 9 and 7. So yeah, a good. Hopefully, at least 10 years off. Maybe 15 or 20 years off. Maybe even more. Who knows? Before any grandkids come my way. So yeah, minimum. I'd say minimum 10 years. Probably more like 15 or 20. Yeah. I mean, they're at swimming at the moment, so I'm quite enjoying the piece right now. So I thought, as they're swimming, let's get on, help some people if I can. If anyone wants any help with anything, aches, pains, injuries. You don't need all the things you think you need to get better. You don't need all the things you think you need to get better. You've already got all the things you think you need. They're already inside. And it's quite fun. Dave Smith. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of Dave Smiths in the world, but I worked with a Dave Smith in the army. He was a nice guy. He's a vehicle mechanic. Lovely chap. Where did I work with him? Was that Iraq? We weren't at the same unit together. But whatever, he's probably gone now, as in from TikTok. But yeah, he was a lovely chap. Interesting. But I'm sure that's a fairly common name. Got 5 kids. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of kids. Got one. My daughter's my other daughter's got 2 kids. That's a few girls. That 5, 6, 7, 8 grandkids. Yeah. That's a lot of gifts for Christmas. 5 kids though. Bloody hell. Keep it in your pants, fella. Honestly, I don't know how people do. I mean, I've got 2. I don't know how people do kind of 3 plus. Even your granddaughter's got 3 kids. My gosh. Wow. So you got 3 great grandkids as well. You must have. That's a big family. That's quite a big family. It's quite a big family. You must be busy at Christmas time. Do you all go around together to someone's house and have a big meal? Oh, hang on, I'm just getting a message from my wife. I just need to send her a message saying, just received a package. Is this another one? All right, let's get back to hopefully TikTok. Oh no. I just kicked myself off TikTok. All right, let's get back there. Okay, cool. accidentally kicked myself off of okay, cool. We got Lee. Okay, so we got a little injury here for Lee. Okay, when rowing, rear delt, possibly teres major and minor, fatigues before rhomboids, shoulder. Okay, I'd say that. I mean, that's going to be chest. Also feel the same ache during bench press, but only on the left side. Okay, immediate thoughts are this is a chest issue. Okay, chest is too tight. these, then the kind of smaller muscles in around here. Yeah, possible pec tightness. You mean you know this? We talked about this years ago, mate. So I would strongly suggest doing a pec PNF stretch, pec PNF stretch before doing any back work in the gym. Probably both sides, but a bit more focus on the left. What else we got? I mean, there's something else going on in there. Where are we? Knee, ankles, right ankle, something going on there down in the right ankle. Is there any tightness just as you sat at home going on? As in your shoulder, you know, you can move your left arm around all right, and it doesn't get impinged. It doesn't feel like it's like it's just getting past a certain range. He's come up as right ankle. So yes, chest tightness. That's easy to solve with a bit of stretching. PNF would be probably the quickest way. TOS. Remind me what TOS is. I mean, I've got the internet here. Oh, yeah, of course. I really dislike that terminology. I really dislike it. As thoracic outlet syndrome is tight chest syndrome. Okay, chest. Okay, it's too many push-ups, too much bench press syndrome, too much sitting at a desk syndrome. It's a terrible diagnosis. Is for the vast majority of people, it's stretchy chest, yeah. So press into that lump. So, I mean that lump. So what I want you to do is go to your right ankle. So hopefully you're sitting down right now. Go down to your right ankle and rub across the top of your right ankle with your right hand, and then if you can at the same time lift your arm up and see how that lump feels. Okay, because what you're going to be pressing on. So I'm assuming it's kind of just in and under down here on this collarbone here. Yeah, what you're pressing on is a bundle of nerves. It's coming down out your neck, down into your arm. So if chest is tight, it's going to pull this around, it's going to squeeze in, and everything's going to lift up and kind of get all compressed in there. And then the nerves are going to be like closer to the surface. They're going to be a bit inflamed. They're going in the wrong direction, essentially. So they're going to get a bit stretched. They're going to be in a bit in the wrong place. But yeah, come down to your right ankle, rub across the top front of your right ankle. I can't go on. And see. Yeah, that's going to be nasty. So if there was a clock face, imagine this is your right ankle. So big toe side, little toe side. You want to aim kind of more towards the little toe side and round towards the ankle bone, you know, the one that sticks out. Okay, so rub around there on that right ankle, nice and firmly. It's going to feel probably pretty gristly. It's more to do with endurance. It's the phrases I can't go on. There's something that you can't go on with, okay, and it's not the pain. It's I can't go on. Probably work. Some form of money making. It's just someone walking past. That's cool. So if you go back to, after you've rubbed your right ankle for a little bit, go back to your left shoulder and that little lumpy bit in there. Does the lumpy bit, has it gone down? Does it feel a bit softer? Might not have gone completely, because you're going to have to deal with the I can't go on thing in life before that goes away. So yeah, stretching chest, number one thing to do. Number one thing. That will keep it at bay. Yeah. I love this stuff. I love being able to muscle test people and just go, oh yeah, cool. Just rub here. This is amazing. So for anyone watching who's, Lee knows me. I worked with him a few years ago, live and in person. I was doing muscle testing with Lee, and other people as well. We can do it online. Okay, it's not, a distance is not a problem when it comes to muscle testing. You can just kind of do it. Once you learn it, once you practiced at it, once you can just, okay, I can muscle test all kinds of things. Muscle testing the body is nice and easy. You can just ask it questions and kind of find out stuff. So yeah, and then kind of combine it with other knowledge. And this is where in fact, I'll show you the book. Okay, it's not necessarily just this book, but this is one of them, The New Medicine. So guy called, this is somebody else, but the original kind of writer of this information, Dr. Rick Geard-Harmer, wrote a whole bunch of stuff, loads and loads and loads. Okay, and this is not even directly his writing. This is somebody else who's kind of later on, after this doctor's died, and just kind of created. Should I press into that lump, or is it going to cause problems? Probably not going to cause problems, but I wouldn't. You don't need to. I would go. I'd focus on stretching the chest, serratus anterior, so into your ribs, in there on that left side. It's just going to help release that shoulder. Okay, serratus anterior is pulling the shoulder blade round. Kind of, it's adding into that problem with the pec major. Yeah. So if this is overactivated, okay, if this is too tight, okay, and overactivated, this one isn't going to turn on. Okay, it just ain't going to happen. So what's it called? You probably know because you're a PT as well. So what's the word? Reciprocal inhibition. Reciprocal inhibition. If one muscle is on, its opposite muscle should be off. So the easiest explanation is with the bicep and a tricep. If I tense up my bicep as hard as I can, okay, it's not right now, but if I tense up my bicep as hard as I can, this one should be off completely. So it's like, this one's on, this one should be off. And I've somehow, managed to activate both at the same time. Okay, because when we do isometrics, we can activate both at the same time. But if I was doing a bicep curl, okay, maximal activation on my bicep, this one should be completely off. Good idea to limit chest training and up my back days to try and fix it. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. It would usually, that's kind of the physical, from the physical perspective. There's more than just the physical perspective to consider. There's physical, emotional, physical and emotional. There's probably other ways of thinking about it as well. It's like, if you, I know a good amount about the physical perspective. It's much more the emotional perspective that is going to get better, longer lasting, happier results, because otherwise you're going to spend your life going, I can't train chest as much as I would like to. It would be kind of nice to be able to train it as much as you like. If chest is trained as well, it's going to get tight. Yeah. Just make sure on your back days you stretch your chest before you do back. And then you will get the activation that you want in your back, which will then help you balance things out. Okay, so it's not necessarily about training chest less, although yes, you could possibly train chest a bit less. Doorway chest, doorway stretch. That would be a good one. So imagine imagine my hands on a wall. Okay, and I stick my hand on a wall, it's out straight. It could be up, could be down. One thing to look out for is the shoulder doing that. Okay, so we don't want the shoulder to do that. We want the shoulder to be back. Okay, and you push into the wall. Okay, and then you turn your body, and then you release the stretch and you turn your body away. Okay, you keep that shoulder pinned back. Okay, so your shoulder blade should be moving back towards your spine. Okay, and then you Squeeze, squeezing with the chest, a few seconds, release, move away. Okay. What you can also do is just get your fingers in there and hammer away on the trigger points, just in the upper chest up there. And then you can get into the, just like an inch or so below the armpit, get into that serratus anterior. That again, that pulls the shoulder blade round. Okay. Chest pulls shoulder blade around. Okay. And pulls the shoulder in. Okay. And what you really want, as a cat with only half a tail. Okay. What you really want is this shoulder back here. Okay. Training it should work it. But if you're doing the movement and it's not, so what will happen? Front of the shoulder is also very tender, but assume that's chest tight. So as in front of the anterior deltoid. That could well be from just doing shoulders and chest. Yeah, and it's just overworking. It's just trained. So yeah. But yeah, I'd really like you to consider, I can't do this anymore. And have a look in your life where you're thinking, I can't do this anymore. Because this is not a shoulder problem, it's an ankle problem. Okay, it's an ankle problem. Let me I'll see if I can find the picture. There we go. Boom. This little guy, I don't know if you can read the words there. Ankles. What does it say? Feet and toes, out of balance, knees and ankles, sporting conflict. Okay, I'm not good enough at sport. I'm not good enough at lifting. I'm not good enough at something sporty. So it's a handy little book. Because it helps you to understand the kind of the reasons why certain tissues get inflamed, the reason why certain tissues get, you get sick in a certain area of the body. Okay. And it's to do with our life situation and how we perceive life. Okay, this is where meditation really comes in, because it's like, well, you can then start changing our perceptions on things. This is where kind of understanding ourselves comes in. Okay, because then if we can change our perceptions on certain events that have happened or are happening in our life, then our emotional stress about those events and those things happening drops. And then the stress from the emotions then has an effect on our body. And if we can reverse it that way, then you're much more likely to get longer lasting and, believe it or not, faster results. Okay, so in your case, yes, there's some physical things going on, okay, and they're kind of easy to find. But if you don't have a look at the other stuff, then this shoulder problem is just going to keep on coming. Okay, that's where we probably need to have a chat about things. How's the coaching side of things going? Did you take my my business advice a couple of weeks ago? Are they interested or not? If someone's interested in losing weight, it's like they ain't waiting until after Christmas. That you just get them going. Yeah. Links more to work. Yeah. So, I mean, and so this stuff could lead me down the garden path. So if I wasn't muscle testing and I know you've got a shoulder problem, okay, what it could come up as a partner or a family kind of conflict. But because I can muscle test and I know it's your ankle, yeah, 16 to 18, get a group program going. Okay, bang them in on a group program. Design a group program for 12 weeks. Smash them in that, keep it fairly low cost. Okay. The difficulty with group programs is accountability. You've got to keep them accountable, otherwise they will fail and they'll blame you for failing, basically. So you've got to work out how to do a group program and get people to stick to it. Okay. So yeah, group program. you need the difficulty with the group program is you need to have some individual touch points with those people as well. So yeah, it's harder work. It's harder work doing a group program than one-to-one. But long term, it's going to be a better business model. And even if you keep it cheap right now, you've still got another job. Just go, right, it's 100 quid for 3 months. I don't know, fairly low cost. And you've got 2.5 weeks, get them started. Get them started in the middle of January. Get back in touch with the people who've contacted you and say, look, I've had a lot of people your age contacting me. I know, you don't necessarily have a job, or you've got a part-time job right now. So what I'm doing is this. Are you in? My view is I'd rather have one person I can coach well at more money than loads of cheap short site. I mean, I get that. I do get that as well. You could always test it out, see how it goes. If it doesn't work, you try it once, try it twice. If it doesn't work after two or maybe 3 times, then knock on the head. Fine. You never know, you might enjoy it. And it's a way of getting a bit of money into your business so that you can then reinvest it in maybe getting some social media help, in getting some advertising revenue going, so that you can actually advertise to people who you want to train, etc., etc. So it might just be a way of getting a little bit of quick cash, helping people, obviously, but it might just be a way of getting some cash and just going, right, yeah, I'm going to use all of that I make from this. I'm going to keep 20% off for tax and keep that in the bank. But the rest of it is going to go into advertising, social media spend, promoting my business in a proper way. So that's how I would look at it. And even if you only get a couple of people on that, like 100 quid for 3 months, even if it's only 2 or 3, if it's 2 or 3, then man, you can really focus on them. Yes, it might be a bit of a grind for not a great deal of money, but you're going to get some good testimonials. You're going to get some good feedback, so that then the second time you do it, you might get, I don't know, 8 to 10 people. Who knows? And then the third time, and then by the second time you do it, you go, 8 to 10 people. That's $1,000 for 3 months' work. I'm only working, a couple of hours a week on this, and then bam, maybe third time you do it, you get 15 to 20 people, and then you can start thinking about upping the price. So yes, and then after that, you can go, do you know what? Do I like this group program thing that I'm doing every 2 or 3 months, or is that a bit too much of a grind? Okay, I really want to focus on this. Okay, and you adjust and go, right, yeah, I'm going to spend this money on advertising, on get my social media game up so I can get the leads that I want. Yeah, absolutely. If you've got their numbers, it's easy. If you've got their phone number, do a little broadcast on WhatsApp. Actually, like a GDPR kind of crap. You don't want to stick them all in one group, like a WhatsApp group. You want to do a broadcast, so that you're not giving away people's numbers. So WhatsApp broadcast, so that they each get a message. I'm doing this. Do you want in? It's this much money. We start on this date. I mean, yeah, if you've got an agreement and you can kind of go, yep, you can do that. But I wouldn't go straight into a group chat before asking them. So you might as well just do a broadcast. Broadcast and say, if you want in, there's a group chat. Join it. And I can give you more details, kind of thing. There you go. Easy. So set up a group, just you in it. Send out a broadcast message, get them to join group. Cool. Sell. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So cool. Easy. just go back in. I'm going to do it with TikTok. I've had new followers come the last few weeks. Just going to go out and say, hey, look, this is what I do. Do you want in? And if they don't, they don't. And if they do, they do. Happy days. Okay. It's just sad. It's a numbers game. You just got to message a lot of people. It sucks. You're going to get a lot of no's. You're going to get an awful lot of no's. You're going to get ghosted left, right, and center. You're going to get people messaging you back and going, you're a whatever. And they're going to swear at you and they're going to think you're an idiot. And they're like, oh, and you know what? It's fine. Just let them think what they want to think. No problem, mate. I just want to see people make money. I want to see people happy. I want to see people out of pain. I want to see people living successful lives. So cool. I'll just give you some of the advice, some of the mistakes I've made. That's all good. So happy days, mate. So if you get on and do that, I mean, you've got all day. Just get it done today. Don't wait. I don't know how many leads you got over there, but it probably won't take long. How many leads do you have right now, by the way? How many people would you say have gotten interested in what you do? How many kind of 16 to 18, 19-year-olds have you got kind of over on Instagram? And PS, it's never about money, it's about value. Okay, 6 to 8 people. Okay, cool. If you can convert 50%, that's fine, right? So if you can get 3 or 4 people on your first course and go, right, yeah, okay, and then you've got the main thing you're going to need is pictures and testimonials, okay, of their results. Okay, it's like, oh, let's say you start on the 15th of January or whatever. 22nd of January, how much weight they lost, right? How much weight you lost this week? Hey, what's been your biggest win this week? What's been the thing that you've noticed change the most? How are you feeling? How's your sleep? You ask some questions, okay? You get feedback. You get some testimonial evidence and go, right, bam, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. This is what people are getting in just 1 week with me. Bam, second week, same again. What's changing this week? How much did you lose? Send us a picture of your progress. Get before and afters. Okay. I mean, that should be like in this kind of group program. It's like you're getting them to send you have a before picture. Okay. You get them to send a photo every week. Bam, bam, front and side, front and side, front and side every week. Okay. Maybe you use it, maybe you don't. Okay. But at the end of, say, I don't know, 8 weeks, hopefully they've lost a decent amount of weight, or they've put on got a decent change in like body tone. You can literally see the difference. Okay, you should be able to see something in about 8 weeks. Okay, you should be able to see a decent change in 8 weeks. If you've kind of got them motivated, if they've got the food going all right, if they've got their sleep going okay, if they've got they're hitting the gym and they're lifting the weights and they're doing the kinds of things that you're telling them to do. As long as they're doing that, they'll get good change in 8 weeks. Okay, and then bam, 8 weeks. I'm starting my next course in 6 weeks. Who wants in? Okay, and hopefully you've been doing testimonials regularly and giving advice regularly on whatever social media you're using. Then instead of 6 to 8 people, you're going to have 12 to 15 people, maybe 20 people. Who knows? Okay, might even be more, might be less. Who knows? But you do it again. Okay, and it's a bit of a slog. You're going to have to be on your phone a lot, or your computer in the evening. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. 12 weeks, 100 quid start. Honestly, I don't know the answer to that. You're going to have a little think and go, right, yeah. 12 weeks is a good period of time, okay, for people to get a noticeable result that other people are going to start seeing. Okay. What's the phrase? Okay. You might have seen this. Okay. It's something like 4 weeks to notice changes in yourself. Okay. 8 weeks, your friends and family are going to start noticing changes. 12 weeks, everyone starts seeing the changes. So, yeah, 100 quid seems, it's kind of like a no-brainer, really. It's a no-brainer offer. Okay, 100 quid, 12 weeks. It's it's kind of a tricky balance. It's like, what's a number that's big enough for people to buy in and actually stick with it and not just give up and not just go out, I want my money back, or nah, this is not working for me. Yeah. Yeah. We don't want to be trapped into a price war. Um, like, because it's race to the bottom. The likes of James, it's 100, yeah, 150 month. Yeah. So for, I mean, for a lot of people, that's a good chunk of money, right? That's one-to-one, that's personalized advice. Get them in on a group call every week, talk about their progress, talk about what's going wrong, talk about what's going right. Speak to them about, how to change their habits, what they can do to solve their problems of, getting to the gym, motivational issues, etc., etc. Okay, so this is a training ground for you. Okay, use it as a training ground. Okay, you just got to get in there. Even if you started doing Instagram lives or TikTok lives and started giving advice for free, and then maybe once you give them, hearing exactly, my client said this is what I've said. Cool. TikTok's pretty good for it. Okay, I've, like, every live, there's normally, there's one or two new followers. YouTube's a bit crap for just going live, and if you haven't got any followers on YouTube, then you going live is pointless. I'm just doing it here just to chuck some content out. Really. Because I'm here, I might as well be there as well. But I mean, I should probably do it on Instagram rather than on YouTube. Maybe next time. But I think if I'm doing TikTok, in fact, that's how I can do it. I can do Instagram on my phone. I can do TikTok on my computer. Happy days. Nice one, mate. Get in touch with the people who've followed you on TikTok as well. Okay, so don't just limit it to the people on Instagram. Your new followers. If you're talking about the same thing on TikTok all the time, just send out a message to a few of your newish followers. Say, look, thanks for following. This is what I'm doing. Do you want it? If it's a no, cool. Thanks very much. If it's a yes, cool. Thanks very much. Okay, there's no loss here. Okay, absolutely no loss. Okay, important lesson: no loss in the universe. There is no loss in the universe. There is only gain. You get what you put out multiplied. And if you put out fear, if you put out anger, if you put out all of these things and put out worry and stress, you'll get more worry and stress. You'll get more anger. You'll get all these things in return. So if I put out help, maybe people are going to come and help me. Okay, so that's what I'm doing, putting out some help, and we're gonna get some in return. Okay, right. I'm going to shoot off. Thanks, Lee. Thanks anyone else who's been in here live and who's been listening. Thank you, YouTube, for being a superstar over there. Have a great weekend. I'll be back another time. I don't know when. Cheerio. Bye bye. And